Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We are live. Oops. Hang on a second here. Son of Earth and Sky, I can see you. Welcome. Arizona. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is this so loud? Oh, so loud. Arizona Jumper, hello. Sing Neon, hello. Sarah Joy is there moderating, hello. Edward Kim is there. Madison G. Roxanne Betke, hello Roxanne. Darren Markley, hello. Minibit is there. Krista Borden, Madonna Harold, Mark McCoy. Miriam Smith, Melissa McQueen. Lizzie is moderating. Kenneth Colton. Jan Porter, Jennifer S. Kangaroo Island TV. Kangaroo Island TV, I need to show my mom the Islander newspaper tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I was just thinking about that. Soul Food Cooking is here. Thank you, Soul Food Cooking. 12 Tree, Linda Belk is here. MKZ. Helena Petrovich, Short Stack. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Mr. Showtime. Yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I just forgot today. J Ignition. What's happening, everyone? It is very early Monday morning. It's 12:01 a.m. here. This should be, I'll do this. That'd be a little better. There we go. That's a little better, I think. I think that's a little better. So welcome. I'm going to give a minute for people to join the stream. I feel like I should be a little higher in the frame, but I don't know how to do this. Maybe that'll be help. Why are you never on during the daytime? Because I'm tied up with family stuff during the daytime. I explained that last night, Edward. You were there, Edward. You heard that. Kimberly Barr is here. Bogi Boglarovics is here. Jake from State Farm is here. Casey Guy is here. MKD is here. C. Michelle Sparks says, I can't like the stream. I'm sorry about that. Well, you tried. You tried. Kenneth says, yeah, but every day. Kenneth, that's literally what I was talking about yesterday. Yes. Go back and listen to the stream yesterday, Kenneth, and the day before. You'll hear the full explanation. Tess is here. Pug Mama is here. Joe Cool is here. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Melissa McQueen. Kenneth, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Edward. John Elliott is here. Astro Josh is here. Amber E is here. Kathy Calm is here. Brainy Janie is here. Aries Pjork is here. Herculean Effort is here. Lizzie dropped her phone in the sink. But it still works. Good. Maybe let it dry out. Don't some people like put something in a bag of rice? Like if you get electronics wet, can you put it in a bag of rice? Look online. There might be some tips about that. but it seems to work anyway. I had a little MP3 player. This was years ago when there were MP3 players, and I had it at the beach. And one day at the beach, it got salt water on it accidentally, and it stopped working. And I thought it was broken, and I put it in a bag of rice, and that didn't work. And I just kept it in my dresser. And then I think 3 years later, I saw it there, and I just tried to turn it on, and it turned on. So it dried itself out at some time over 3 years. Lizzie says her phone seems to be fine. Jude Ann is here. Rob the Slots is here. Do I miss Florida? I miss the warm weather, but I'll be back there soon enough. Lady Edith is here. Fat Vegan is here. No, I did not bring Tube Guy to Boston. Thanks, Sarah Joy and Lizzie, for moderating. Steve Quantros is here. Microwave? No, I wouldn't microwave your phone. I don't think that's the advice. Tyson Samoa is here. Hey, thanks everyone for joining the live stream at 12:05 a.m. It's 12:05 a.m. Minibit says it's crazy how technology evolves so quickly. The MP3 player is almost as obsolete as the cassette player. Yeah, I mean, MP3 players seem so old now. Like the idea of it seems so silly now. It was really only about a I think it was about I feel it was like about an 8-year period, right? Because once you got to like, I don't know when you could start getting like Spotify on your phone, it was really obsolete. And then really like it was basically from like 2002 or so to like 2010. That's when people used the MP3 players. I feel like that. Well, the iPod was a big one. I don't know. It feels like it was about a decade. It does seem so old, though. It's like, oh, I have this MP3 player, and I can't stream my music. I have to preload it onto an MP3 player. It seems so crazy. Oh, thank you. Hey, Casey Guy nominated me for an Oscar. Thank you so much, Casey Guy. I did not see the Oscars. I haven't seen any of them. I didn't see any movies this year that were nominated. I don't know any of them. I did go for a run on the treadmill today, and I was watching some of the Linda Ronstadt documentary that's currently on HBO. It's very good. The Linda Ronstadt documentary. Sean B. Art is watching from the Lurkers Lounge. Girl Explorer is here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Girl Explorer. Linda is watching The Father with Anthony Hopkins. Excellent acting. Was that one of the Oscar movies? I have no idea. I just have no idea. Chris Cav Vlog is here. Hello. So, anyways, Astro Josh says Spotify started in 2009 but got big in 2013. Hey, in 2007, I got Rhapsody music streaming. So I started using music streaming in 2007. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I read about it. I remember reading about like streaming music services, and I got Rhapsody. And it was the greatest thing. It was just like, wait a second, I just signed up for this thing, and it's like $10 a month. And now I have every album in the world on my computer. I listen to so much more music and so much more diverse music because I would just listen to things that I felt like listening to that I had never listened to before. Like all this stuff. There's so much stuff I listened to. Like pre-2007, my musical universe was so much smaller. It was just, as soon as I got it, I was like, this is unbelievable. This is just unbelievable. I now have every album on my computer. It was just unbelievable. I just knew everybody would get it. Edward, I will check in with rap stuff and kind of listen to songs here and there to see what's going on. It's not really, I don't like listen to it regularly, as like behind the scenes work music. But sometimes I'll listen to it and check out what's going on. Asymptomatic felt that about Google Earth. Clyde Barrow is here. Rhapsody was just like Spotify. It was a nice interface, but at a certain point, just Spotify seemed like the better choice. Also, I get Spotify now. I don't even know if Rhapsody is around anymore. I get Spotify. I get like through my phone plan, they give me free Spotify. Anyways. Yeah, Aries, I saw Rocket Man. I liked Rocket Man. Perfectly good movie. Okay, so anyways, we're here doing this live stream. Once again, there was no news streaming today. My day was filled up with family stuff. I was kind of like today, if there had been some kind of really huge event today, I would have covered it. But in the absence of that, I was with family all day. I went to my brother's house, one of my brothers, and hung out with him and his kids. And then I hung out with my mom tonight and like had dinner with her and hung out with her. So that was kind of my day. I played this game with my brother and his wife and one of the kids it was very fun. It was called Dutch Blitz. It's this card game. I don't know if any of you have played this game called Dutch Blitz. It's pretty simple, but it's fun. Fun for all ages. It's a little card game. Try Dutch Blitz. Somebody's probably played it. Yeah, the dog is asleep. The dog is not awake. If I'm going to have the dog on a stream, I got to stream earlier because the dog goes to sleep earlier. Nope, nobody has played Dutch Blitz, it looks like. Salty Rhino is here. It was fun, though. Look up Dutch Blitz. It's easy. And you can learn it fast. Madison G says, we play Uno. I have not played Uno in a while. Steve Quantros is here. Alexendo says it's 5:12 for me. My time zone is America East Coast. Sewing Ideas by Limu is here. Sewing Ideas by Limu. Anyways, you can. I bet they have Dutch Blitz on Amazon. They must. Let's see. Dutch Blitz, Toys and Games, Amazon. It's right here. 50/20 ratings. 5,020 ratings. And it's 5 stars on Amazon. I'm gonna post the link. I'm gonna post the Amazon link. Hang on, folks. Very easy. Here is the link to Dutch Blitz. As an Amazon associate, I have from qualifying purchases. Hello, Matt Danger. There, I posted the link. No, hopefully I'll be able to have the dog on a live stream. I'm going to try to do a live stream on Tuesday. I've been talking to Jay-Z. A number of you know Jay-Z. He's one of our viewers. He's an old friend of mine. So what I'm trying to do is set up this thing Tuesday night where Jay-Z and I would do a Lookner stream together, maybe from this room. So Jay-Z might be here Tuesday night. If we can make it work out, he might be here sitting next to me doing a stream on the phone. That's at least what we're going to try to do. So we'll see if it can work out. That's a special preview. Also try to get the dog on a stream too. But yeah, that's our plan. I was messaging with Jay-Z today. See, you can two-person live stream. So we'll try to do that, and then like to do a stream with the dog on it too, next couple days. Oh my gosh. GK is here. But yeah, just been doing family stuff, catching up with family. I talked to, because I'm here also, sometimes family calls my mom. So my uncle called today. So I got to talk to him because he called. So I talked to my uncle. And I also talked to my dad's college roommate who we're really good friends with. He called today, so I talked to him as well. So lots of catching up going on. Anyways, I hope you had a good weekend. Flora is here. Flora says, I've only missed a few of your streams. Ah, thank you for watching, Flora, and for your kind words. Thanks, Flora. I think Flora came in from the Lurkers Lounge. Thanks, Flora. That's very nice to hear. Thank you for watching. Ramanjit is here. Would I consider moving back to Boston if the weather was warmer? Yeah, I'd live in if Boston had Florida weather, I'd live in Boston, but it doesn't have Florida weather. Cirque Dopash says, how's the weather? It was 55 today. It's not winter, you know, it's as long as it's not winter, it's not terrible. The worst is when it's winter. I mean, it's survivable. It's not. The problem is when it's super cold, you know. Donovan, our viewer Donovan DeFliffs is here. Glad you're seeing the family. Can't wait to see mine when the borders open again. I saw an article today that the EU will allow American visitors starting this summer as long as they have vaccination proof. How about that? MKZ's mailing me part 4 tomorrow. All right. Sounds good, MKZ. I have a feeling part 4 is not going to be compact or consumable. GK getting first shot this week. Very nice, GK. Very nice. That's great. I had another, Chipotle is just the worst. So today my eating got all messed up, and I ate dinner and I didn't like eat enough, and like I just didn't arrange my eating right. So I had to like go pick something up around like 8 p.m. And there's not that much open around here because it's like a suburb, but there's a Chipotle. So I was like, I'll just go and I'll grab a bowl of Chipotle, fine. And I showed up there, and it was just typical Chipotle BS where like everybody is ordering from there. So this Chipotle in my hometown, it's digital only. They still don't have dine-in yet. And then you walk in there and it says, oh, we're digital only. So I'm like, okay, well, I got to order on the app. And I order on the app at 8:21. And it says your order will be ready at 8:30. So I wait 5 minutes outside. I go in, and I didn't get my food until 8:50. I had to, again, the app said you'll get your food at 8:30, and I got it at 8:50. And there were like 20 people in the Chipotle just waiting for their food. And I felt bad for the people. Like, it's just understaffed. It's like, if you're going to have that many people work, if you're going to have that many orders, then get more staff. It's not the staff's fault. They're working as hard as they can. They're so poorly run. They're poorly run. They're just bad. It's just not a good place. It's not, they're not well run. I've been to many Chipotles that are very, very poorly run. And again, it's not the people who work there. They're doing their best. It's really poorly run. There's several of them. The one in Alpharetta, Georgia is run really badly. The one in Midtown Atlanta is just awfully run. Run. The people running it. It's just terrible. And this was just another example. So the bowl actually wasn't terrible. The bowl wasn't terrible. It was expensive though. The bowl that cost me like $12 in Atlanta cost me $14 in my hometown. Anyways, hey, Quake Country, Risa is here. Good to see you, Quake Country. All right, welcome. GK says the one in Dedham is okay. But anyways, it did. I think I've told you before, I have a thing, if I don't eat enough, lunch, my lunch tends to be my biggest meal whenever I eat it. If I don't eat enough for like my post-breakfast meal, which I call lunch, even though it can be late, I will crash. I'll get a headache and just crash. I've had it happen on the streams before. I'll really crash. It's just not good. There's something about, it's just like my body is used to getting a certain amount of food at a certain time, and it like shuts down if it doesn't. It's really bad. So I was crashing, had a really bad headache. So I knew I had to go get something. And of course, once I ate, I was fine. But I was not in good shape. because I just didn't eat enough. Rithi Krishna is here. Hello, Rithi. But it sometimes happens on our streams. Minibit says, I wonder if the management issue or maybe a franchise issue or something. It's clearly not run well from the top. There's so many problems at so many Chipotles. It's just not well run from the top. Yeah, Edward, there's somebody, I think Upstate Zach got me this shirt. I think, I'm not sure though. One of the viewers got me this shirt. But it's not just low sugar. I have to eat like a certain amount of like meat. I have to have a certain amount of like meat and fat. Because I can eat a lot, but if it's not the right kind of thing, I'll still crash. That's the problem. That's the problem. Kelsey P is watching. She says, my local Chipotles are the same way. That's a good band name, the local Chipotles. You couldn't use it because of copyright, but the local Chipotles is a good name for a band. I'm sorry, Fat Vegan, to talk about meat, but I just need it. I just need it. No, I can't drink Coca-Cola. I have no more caffeine in my diet. I had some peanut butter today. It didn't really help. Harry says their local Chipotle is terrible. Our viewer, Janate El Khair, is watching. Unless that's the quote, and I think that's part of the screen name. Janate El Khair, thank you for watching. See, this is the time of night when no one's streaming on YouTube, so like people will find your broadcast because they're looking for something live and they have nothing else to watch. Anyways. Oh, KC Guy. That's very kind of you, KC Guy. What can I say? Very nice of you. KC remembers when we covered the Capitol riot. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. That was when the streams were... I couldn't call it Capitol riot because there was this thing where the streams were getting hidden. So I had to call it DC Update. But hopefully that YouTube seems to have fixed that issue for now, which is good. But yeah, that was crazy. About 3 months ago now. GK, thank you, GK. Thanks for the sticker, GK. I appreciate that, GK. Thank you, GK and KC guy. Thank you. The best you can do is watching. Russell Fowler is watching. Hey, thanks, Russell. Hazel is watching. Yeah, so there'll be more news coverage. It's just, you know, Thursday I'll be traveling, and Monday through Wednesday I'll be here with family. So if there's some enormous event, I'll probably be able to cover it. But aside from that, I'll probably be doing more family stuff the next few days. It's just, there just hasn't been enough time. String cheese, I'm not a big cheese fan. The problem is I can't really, when it comes right down to it, I need like a certain amount of like fat and meat. And nothing can really replace that. The Tricky Panda is here. So, I mean, it's just there's, but you know, with the new stuff, it's just there's only so, you only have so much time to do anything. So, what can I do? You know, it's my first time seeing my family in a year and a half. Smoky One is here. Smoky One. But yeah, if anything, I mean, the next few days, if something crazy happens, there's a good chance I'll be able to cover it. Unless it's at a certain, there's a couple things I need to do the next couple of days, which I just have to do. I have never tried protein bowls from Subway. I never liked Subway meat. I never liked the meat there, so. I think I get hungrier when I'm traveling. I don't know why it is. I get hungrier like the whole trip. Protein. I know, Hedge and me, I accidentally said protein, but some company should use that. Some company's going to use that in an ad and call it protein. Get your protein here. LNG is here. No, Clyde Brower, that's just false. That's just false. Odiba is here. Odiba. You seem down? Smoky One says you seem down? What? Huh? You seem down. It's just not true. It's not true at all. I don't even think I seem tired. I think I'm normal tonight. There's certainly other nights when I've been more tired. I mean, it is 12:28 a.m. Gosh. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a 2-hour stream, Kavit. Family is exhausting. Well, no, I've had fun hanging out with my family. It's just there's been a lot of family stuff to do. So it's not exhausting in the sense of like, oh, I hate this. It's more that it's just like there's been a lot going on. So that's where my time and efforts have been going. Anyways. I wonder where Janat El Khair is watching from. I don't know where Janat El Khair is watching from. Thank you, Juliana Wright. Anyway, thanks for modding Sarah, Joy, and Lizzie. I appreciate it. The thing with temperature, like in Boston, is as long as it's not so cold that it's cold in the house. Like if it gets like, if it were 20 degrees out, it would be cold in the house. It's not really cold in the house. Like I think the temperature outside right now is 50, but I'm not freezing in the house. So when it's freezing in the house, that's the worst, because then you're just cold all day. Hey, Marvin is here. Marvin says, good vid. That sounds like a bot. Tyson, you already said you were leaving. You've now said twice you were leaving. I don't understand. Why are you mentioning that why are you repeatedly telling everybody you're leaving? Marvin says, I'm not a bot. I don't know. Maybe Marvin's not. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe Marvin's not. I don't know. You never know. Ice cold beverage says that second goodbye is always so awkward. J. Chell Joy Triple came in. I think YouTube is recommending this to some random people tonight. You know what, Zipper, the blinds, they're just really old. They're just old, and like, my mom could replace them, but they work fine, so she just doesn't really want to bother. They're not like, I mean, I can rub my finger on them, they're actually not dusty. They're just kind of old. They're white blinds that have been here forever, so they're just kind of old blinds. But, you know, I think my mom would rather not deal with replacing them, because they do work. But yeah, I mean, they're dirty in the sense they've been here for years and years. Bradley Javier is here. Sonic is here. Wow, Sonic. I thought you wouldn't be here. I thought this was going to be too late for Sonic. The best you can do says eye cream gifts incoming. Eye cream gifts? J. Chell Joy Triple says hello everyone. It's possible they don't make these kind anymore. I wonder if they don't make this kind anymore. Helena says for old blinds, they look pretty good. They work fine, and they're straight. It's just, you know, they're old. Sonic, that's okay. Nicole says, I used to bleach my uncle's blinds to get them wet again. I'm sure there's something you can do. I think my mom's probably not going to bother. No, Matt Danger, I already ate. I already ate my big meal. Tammy says, I still have those in my house. Too expensive to replace, only replaced one. They're metal. These are metal blinds. They're metal. They feel like metal. Yeah, they're metal. If they're plastic that feels like metal. No, they're metal. I don't know if they're aluminum or what. Tammy says mine are metal. Beth says wash in the bathtub. I don't know. But like, you know, it's not my house. If it's the person's house and it doesn't bother them, then they can leave them there. See, Michelle Sparks says they look fine. Yeah, I think she doesn't really. She's fine. If she wanted to change them, she'd change them. Yes, I am in Boston. I asked her about it a couple years ago, and she had some reason for not wanting to change them. Gabby Kiwi is here. It's possible that she said she couldn't get them anymore. Research account, I don't really know if there's a stream in that story. I've spoken about it. I've spoken about it on these streams before. I don't really think it's a live stream story. But I'm guessing it's something we'll talk about during other live streams in the future. Helena says, why change what's working? The blinds aren't dented or anything. Aries says, favorite Boston food so far? I had some Chinese food. It was takeout. So, you know, it's not as good when you have it there. But I haven't had Chinese food since the last time I was Boston. So it was good. I mean, it's just that, you know, it's not the same as eating there. Nicole says where she's vaccinating, constant line of people. But anyways, as I said before, I was busy with family stuff again today. I hung out with my mom. Then I went to my brother's house and hung out with him and his wife and his 2 daughters. And we played some games and hung out. And I got to see their house and see the kids' rooms and stuff. And then I hung out with my mom and had dinner with her. And then I got hungry, so I had to go grab something at Chipotle, which took way too long. And then I went for a run, because I didn't go for a run yesterday. So that was my day. So more family stuff. Hey, Chris Lund is here. Wow, I didn't think Chris would be up this late. Chris says, I don't put up anything in my windows. Free show for all. Figured I'm up high enough for all of the peeping Toms. I did that once in New York when I was on the 30-something floor. I had no blinds. I love that apartment. That was a great apartment. It wasn't cheap, but it was a fun apartment. Just fun living in New York. No, I went on the treadmill. I should do a news check real quick. Hang on. I think we're all right. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're here. Tyson, I thought you were leaving. You said twice you're leaving, but now you're here. Happy you're here. Helena, I get my news updates from lots and lots of places. Oops. Tracy Johnson is here. Hello, Tracy. Edward is having Little Caesars tomorrow. All right, hang on one second here. Hold on. Hold on here. Just putting my shoes on. What's up in pro wrestling is here. I've been wondering. I don't know how many of you are following the whole Jake Paul boxing thing, but Jake Paul is this YouTuber who has had a few boxing matches, and he hasn't really fought boxers, but he's making lots of money. Like the last fight he had, which was just an awful fight. And if you told me it was fixed, I'd believe you, but I have no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But anyways, he was like, he probably made tens of millions of dollars on it, because I think the gross, probably they took in about $75 million or $80 million in pay-per-view gross. And what I'm wondering is, do people who are like real boxers and like real MMA people, not the former one he thought, but like the really legit ones, do they hate him because he's making all of it, not just because he's fighting, but because he's making all this money, like fighting these, like, they would call them not real fights against not real fighters. Because he's making, again, it's so much money. I would think for the money reason alone, they're really angry at him. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Tracy Johnson, says yes, they probably hate him for that. That's what I think. I think they all talk about how much money he's making off of these things, and they think these fights are joke, fake fights, and they're so angry that all this money is going to it. That's just my theory. But it's so much money. Again, I believe that fight took in $75, $80 million. Research account. Dana says, Dana White, UFC president, says it's a circus and he thinks it's all BS. Matt Danger thinks Jake Paul has a great skill as a boxer, lots of jealousy. Arizona Jumper is here. Thanks, Arizona Jumper. Yeah, I saw the post by Conor McGregor, but I can't tell if Conor McGregor is just doing that because he eventually wants to fight Jake Paul for they would make who knows how much they would take in, $100 million more if they fought. Corbin Candy is here. I get annoyed when ESPN covers like the Jake Paul stuff, it feels like they're covering like professional wrestling. I think it cheapens the network. Triller is doing a great job with those fights. What is Triller? Is that like the company that broadcasts it? Is that what it is? Chris says agree. I don't know what Chris is agreeing to. Is he agreeing to ESPN? Is that what he's saying? Oh, Chris says agree about ESPN. Yeah, I was kind of annoyed when I saw them talking about it. I bet some of the people who work at ESPN hate that they're covering it too, honestly. You know what, with that Jake Paul thing, it's still interesting also because maybe there's just no way to stop it. There were illegal live streams up of the Jake Paul fight. That you could find them. And I guess maybe it's just like they weren't on like YouTube. So maybe it's just like too hard to take those things down. Maybe it's like somebody in some other country who's rebroadcasting it. But GK says there are always legal streams. I just don't know. You maybe just have to factor that into like your knowing how many people will illegally stream it. But I wonder how many viewers that actually takes away. GK says they're all overseas. El Loco Taco says, when will Agenda Free be back? Well, there's nothing keeping it from being back at this point. If there's some big news event in the next few days, and I'm not tied up with family stuff, I will cover it. I will be back in Orlando on Thursday night. Bowcat's Art says somebody was streaming it on Twitch. I need to read up about Triller. Triller, the American video sharing social networking service. I don't even know what it is. But they're the ones who produced the Jake Paul thing. All right. Melissa McQueen says, heard the Paul family has a financial interest in Triller. I'm looking up Wikipedia. I'll have to read more about it later. I still don't even really understand what it is. The platform has drawn angel investments from famous artists such as Marshmello, The Weeknd, Snoop Dogg, and Lil Wayne. Oh, thanks, Sonic. Hey, Sonic is taking off. We outlasted Sonic. Hey, thanks, Sonic, for stopping by. Sonic, we'll miss your summary, Sonic, but I appreciate you staying up late and hanging with us. Thank you, Sonic. Aries says summary no. Hey, Kisei is here. Kisei says no summary. Kisei must love these late streams because she can watch them in Europe. I don't know if the people who can't stay up for these streams, like everybody on the East Coast who goes to bed at a normal hour, I don't know if they watch my streams the next day or just don't watch. Because I'm sure if I did the streams at 9 like I usually did and not midnight, there would be other people who could watch. So I just don't know if they watch the streams on replay or they just don't see them. I have no idea. I just don't know. Deborah Gordon says, I just watch now. Julie Huff says, I watch in the morning if I miss one. Kisei says, I always watch streams later. Duncan says, I ended up watching the first half of yesterday's stream. Sometimes if I have times, I'll rewatch the streams I miss. That's very nice of you to rewatch the streams. Warms my heart that somebody rewatches the streams or watches it after the fact. Oh Hi Bacon is there. Jeff is watching. Jeff watches if he misses a stream in the work truck on the laptop. That's nice. Hello, Jeff. Alyana is here. Jeannie P prefers live. Rick Stars is here. Look at this. No matter what time of night you stream, there'll always be a few people who come on in. It's 12:51 a.m. Hey, did the Discord go out tonight? I bet the Discord went out. Enough people showed up. I bet the Discord went out. Aries is in Atlantic City. Everybody says yes. Everybody says the Discord came out. Chris says insomnia is real. Oh, thank you, 12 Tree. Hey, thanks, 12 Tree. 12 Tree says Jake Paul is a joke. Either fight true young boxers or fight an MMA fighter as an MMA fight. Only boxing takes away the major tools of an MMA fighter. The Jake Paul thing bothers me. Thank you, 12 Tree. It bothers me because it just seems like it's posing as like real boxing and real sporting, and I just think it's a big show. And really just someone who's hand choosing easy opponents. And it's getting attention like it's a sport. I mean, this is not very insightful. I'm sure it bothers a lot of people. It just bothers me. Professional wrestling doesn't bother me because professional wrestling, they don't say it's fake, but they have fun with it. And it's like, everybody's in on it. But with the Jake Paul thing, it's so self-serious, it seems to me. Like it's not a joke to them. And it just seems like a big money-making operation. It's a money-making operation that I don't think has a sense of humor on Jake Paul's part. And it's posing as a sport. It's like making some sort of an effort to seem like a real sport. Like if the Jake Paul stuff just looked more fake and it was more openly jokey and fake, it wouldn't bother me as much. Yeah, Melissa McQueen says making a mockery of what was once a real sport. Yeah, that's a thing too. Like professional wrestling has a history of professional wrestling is just known to be fake and it's a show and you embrace it. But taking it into another sport boxing clearly has had its scandals, but most boxers I think are really trying, and there's plenty of real boxing matches. So yeah, I do agree with Melissa. Doing it in boxing really bothers me. It really bothers me. Oh yeah, Kisei, professional wrestlers have to be very talented. I'm not saying this. You have to be very talented to be a professional wrestler and very athletic, and you can get injured. So that this is nothing about wrestling. It's just just the Jake Paul thing really bothers me. I feel that ultimately it's a gimmick to make money. That's what I think it is. Ultimately, it's just this big gimmick to make money, um, and it's trying to fool people into think it's real boxing. That's what I think it is, just for the sake of money. And I don't find that I find that annoying in many ways. I don't think professional wrestling is trying to fool people. I think professional wrestling, when it's good, is just it's you're not saying explicitly it's fake, but people are in on it and are having fun with it, and you have fun with your audience. That's not what the Jake Paul boxing thing is. 'Chris Lund says, my grandparents never missed a wrestling show. My grandma was so watching. Yeah. When I was a kid, I loved professional wrestling. I loved it. A lot of the wrestlers were really funny. A lot of the writing was really funny. Amy Williams is here. Twelve Tree says it bothers him too. It just, the whole thing also annoys me too. It's like, why do like YouTubers have to get into boxing? Doesn't make sense. Why do they, like, other than making money? Why do YouTubers need to get into boxing? I think it's a circus, and I think it lowers anyone who covers it. I think is lowered by the fact that they're covering it seriously. Anyways, as you can see, it bothers me. Kisei says, I don't mind them expanding themselves in areas they're good at and passionate about, but most of them aren't either. I think it debases the internet. Every one of those fights debases the internet. It makes the internet look like a worse place, in a worse, cheaper, lamer place. In a basket, Nightbot got you for the capital letters. I did do a stream about Mean Gene Okerlund when he passed away. Amy thinks it's an ego boosting thing. I think Keemstar's makeup thing was kind of jokey though. I remember him having fun with his makeup thing. There's one dog, Kisei. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, I'm going to try to do a stream with the dog sometime in the next few days. Just, we'll see. I'll try to. I will try to. Seize the Day is watching. My mom has a bunch of photos here from when I was a kid. My brothers were kids. There's some really great ones. I got a few of them scanned in. I really need to spend like more time. Maybe my next visit I'll spend more time scanning in some of the photos here. Some of the photos here are fantastic. And then they look so much better when you scan them in using the scanner, and then you have the color restoration because they get faded, you know, since they're 30 years old or whatever or more. It's really great when you scan in the old photos. I got some good ones. The weather's supposed to be a little better, I think, here though. I think it's right now it's about 50 degrees in a basket here, but it's supposed to be what is it, 46, which is not great, but it's not like terrible. 46, but the where's the 10-day forecast here? Tomorrow is supposed to be 58, and then Tuesday and Wednesday 69 and 68. Yeah. You know, unfortunately, it was originally going to be like 79 here, but no more. How about Orlando? Orlando, starting Thursday, 90, 90, 83, 85, 89, 89, 90. That's what I like to hear. Just amazing. I'm going to be so happy to get back to that. Dillamon says, "I'll bet you have a pile of packages to open when you get back." I don't know. There's a few there at the UPS store, but I haven't gotten many notifications, so not that many. Nayashin TV. I wonder where Nayashin TV is watching from. Dennis is watching. Hello, Dennis. Did I leave my AC on at home? I set the AC at like 82 degrees or something. So in the off chance it got really hot in my apartment, the AC will kick on. But I'm assuming the AC won't really kick on while I'm gone. Tube Seller is here. Richard Williams, who's in the UK, says the Europeans are waking. Hello, Richard Williams. Ooh, Nayashin TV is from Morocco. How cool is that? I'd love to visit Morocco. We got Nayashin TV watching from Morocco. I still don't know where Janate El Khair is watching from. Janate El Khair is watching from somewhere. Chris Lund still hasn't used AC. Almost did today. Lizzie is so tired. I'm sorry, Lizzie. You don't have to stay, Lizzie. Thanks, Lizzie and Sarah Joy, for modding. For the other half of the sky is here, who wants a road trip to see autumnal colors. Well, maybe I'll end up here in the fall. You never know. Nayashin TV says you are welcome in Morocco. I'd love to visit. Momina Ahmed is watching. I wonder where Momina is watching from. I have no idea. Momino could be watching from Boston for all I know. Matt, I'll probably sleep, I tried to catch up on a little sleep. I tried to catch up on a little sleep today. So we'll see what happens. Again, if you missed it before, I'm trying to get Jay-Z to come over here Tuesday night and do a live stream with me on Tuesday night. So hopefully that happens. Momina Ahmed is watching from India. Wow. My best to everyone there. We've been talking a bit on this channel about how bad the stuff is there with the virus. So, my best to everyone there. Ice Cold Beverage is watching. No, not Jay-Z the singer. Jay-Z, my friend. Hey, I will say this. On the upside, I have not gotten sick yet on this trip. So a fair amount of the time, frequently when I travel, like on a plane, I get sick. Like I get a cold after, and I have not gotten sick yet on this trip. So that's a good thing, because I'm expecting that to happen. So if I can travel and not get sick, that's good. Casino Goose is watching. Hello, Casino Goose. It's in the mass. Lizzie thinks it's in the mass. It's possible. I had hand sanitizer with me as well. I also think I didn't. Sometimes I travel and I kind of like. I get somewhere and I start going crazy doing all this stuff and I run myself ragged. So I think I tried to take it a little easier the first couple days I got here. Hey, SB is watching. Hello, SB. Bradley saw me on Puerto Rico's national TV. Is that when I was covering like a political crisis there? Maybe? Hey, thank you, Jeannie P. That's very kind of you, Jeannie P. Jeannie P says strength, courage, and prayers to people of India. Thank you, Jeannie P. from Canada. Thanks for your support, Jeannie. like being back here though, you know, because I'm like doing all this family stuff during the day, it just shows like when you're doing like the news streams, you really need. I don't think you can really do the news streams as like like on the side because like when I've gone through a whole day of like, you know, being busy with family stuff, the thought of doing a news stream at the end of the day, I'm just like, I'm exhausted. I can't do it. Like I think it'd be very hard to do the news streams just like on the side, aside from your regular job, because you'd be just exhausted. You need to have the energy to put in them. I don't think I'll have time to do any sightseeing here. Yeah, Melissa says you have to be mentally ready. Hey, 347 is watching and said, how's Boston? Boston's been good catching up with the family. GLG has been watching. Marielle Eipel is watching from the Philippines. All right. Sarah Lee Gonzalez is watching. Hello, Sarah Lee Gonzalez. I think one day I might do a thing where I take a little time, go somewhere that's not Boston and like somewhere for a few days. Maybe it might be LA. I do need to go to LA at some point, so I might go there later this year. Usually I visit Boston every few months when it's not a pandemic. Thank you, MGD. No, I haven't been to the Florida Keys. I'd like to go. Thanks, the best you can do. Lizzie likes Northern California. Oh, Tube Seller lives in Los Angeles. I have a lot of friends there. Ooh, Chris brought a couple of plane tickets. Where are you going, Chris? Chris, didn't you have tickets to go on a cruise? Chris, do you want to tell us where you're going? Chris is going somewhere. Would I ever visit Atlanta? No, I don't really know many people in Atlanta. I was just there. So at least for the time being, I don't plan on visiting Atlanta. Ooh, Chris is going to Vegas in North Carolina. How about that? That sounds fun. That's where Chris is going. What happened to the cruise? Maybe I can get a cruise company to live stream. You think a cruise company would pay me to live stream on their boat? Probably not. I would do that. I would do the live streams from the boat. I would stream the entire time if that's what they wanted. Chris says, I'm not doing a cruise from now. No, sir. If anybody knows anyone who runs a cruise company and wants me to live stream for the boat in exchange for paying me, let me know. Chris has a $3,000 cruise credit. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm guessing there'll be some lightning when I get back to some lightning storms when I get back to Orlando. Edward, I've never been on a cruise either. No, Kimberly, I'm going to show the Islander to my mom tomorrow. I'm going to get it ready tonight so I can show her tomorrow. Ooh, Amy says Wi-Fi is at a premium on cruise ships. Is that true? Do they not have great internet? Because you need that for streaming. Ooh, Kum Janate Al Khair posted the water emoji. Very nice. Somebody was telling me that Clearwater Beach was really good in Florida. It's supposed to be really nice. That's on the west end of the West Coast. I wonder what the distance is from Orlando to Clearwater Beach. Clearwater Beach directions from Orlando, Florida. What? Route. An hour and at night with no traffic, it's an hour and 44 minutes. I bet it's about a 2-hour drive to go from Orlando to Clearwater Beach. That'd be a fun trip. Lizzie says there's lots of Scientologists out there. Seize the Day says Wi-Fi is fine on my cruises. Hey, Sharon Heberling is here. Guys, Sharon, oh, that reminds me. Hey, I'm so glad you came here, Sharon, so we can say hi to you. But also, Sharon Heberling is here. Sharon, is MKZ, are you watching? Because Sharon's daughter told me she got the P.O. box fixed. So Sharon, hello Sharon, good to see you. So Sharon is recovering from her a hip issue, and she's been recovering for several weeks now. Been really very serious hip issue. So Sharon's daughter had set up a P.O. box because some people wanted to send Sharon things, but the P.O. box had an issue. So Joanna told me that she had fixed the issue. I don't know if MKZ is still there. I want to tell MKZ that she should be able to send the package again. Let me find the address. You know, I do want to confirm though. She told me it was good to go. She told me she had yeah, Sharon, Joanna told me that you had an appointment with your ortho surgeon to get the staples removed. You go back in another 3 weeks. If the blood work and x-rays looks good, they will start talking about possibly putting in another hip. And I heard Sharon can now sit upright on her own. That is awesome, Sharon. At times with help, she has stood on her one good leg. That's fantastic. So I'm really happy about that, Sharon. I hear you're recovering. I'll give out the address again because I believe it's working now. Hang on. Where is the... Yes, Sharon's daughter says, I got everything squared away with the virtual P.O. box. Okay. I'm going to give the address out. If anyone wants to mail anything to Sharon, it's 5800 Beach Boulevard, number 1001, Jacksonville, Florida, 32207. Again, 5800 Beach Boulevard, number 1001, Jacksonville, Florida, 32207. If you miss that, you can rewind the stream and hear it again. Free relationship is here. Sharon Heberling says it's slow progress, but it's progress. Sharon, I'm so glad you made the stream tonight. Sharon says, so good to see all of you. Oh, MKZ is here. MKZ, you should be able to resend your package to the same address because Joanna said that she fixed the mailbox problem. Your address was right. Oh yeah, Sarah Joy posted it. Thank you, Sarah Joy. That's the right address. That's it. 5800 Beach Boulevard, number 1001, Jacksonville, Florida, 32207. That's it. That's for Sharon. That's Sharon's address. Sharon Heberling. Sharon, are you at home right now? Maybe Sharon's at home. Donovan says, good luck, Sharon. The princess is here, says, hope Sharon is doing better. Very cool. It is 1:23 a.m. It's 1:23 already. Oh my gosh, it's late. 1:23 a.m. We only stream after midnight now. Janate is still streaming, is still posting, but I don't know where is posting from still. Sharon says, I will be at rehab for at least 3 weeks getting antibiotics. So Sharon is at the rehab facility. Okay. I'm glad the Wi-Fi is working there. MGD says, rehab is good. No, my relatives do not own a boat. Do I play chess? I haven't played chess in years. I used to, but not recently. Has my family changed a lot since I've last seen them? Well, like my niece and nephew, my niece and nephew who I saw yesterday look a lot older. I mean, everybody looks older, but my niece and nephew definitely like they're like 16 and 13, and they just, especially the 13-year-old nephew, he looks like way more adult. He grew a lot. You know, I have been FaceTiming with people, so it's not like I haven't seen them, but it's that's the most noticeable. Ray says, why don't you do a COVID update stream? Well, the last few days I've been here doing family stuff, so I really haven't had time to do news streams. But generally speaking, I don't really have much to report on COVID generally. Like I don't feel like I'll really be adding. I can read some articles on it. I don't find it that interesting for the viewers. I probably would have done a stream on India a couple days ago, but I was too busy wrapped up with all the family stuff. So I couldn't, I just didn't have time to do it. So if there's some huge development, then I'm open to doing a stream about it. Donovan says, I haven't even seen one of my nephews. He was born in 2020. You know, though, like when I come back home, it's good to see family multiple times. Like if you just see people once, it's very different than seeing them multiple times. So like when I see my nieces and nephews, if I haven't seen them for a while, my nieces and nephew, you know, like the first time you see them, you're kind of just catching up. So like today I went over to see a couple of my nieces, but I'd already seen them twice. So we'd kind of gotten the like, you know, catching up out of the way and we could just like hang out. I think the kids too kind of like, they're more chill with you once. It's probably a little weird for them to see you after a year and a half. So it tends to be, they're much more, they're like more comfortable just chilling out if they get to see you a couple times. That's been my experience. You know, if you're a kid, it's just like if you're seeing your uncle or your aunt and you haven't physically seen them in a while. You know, the first time you see them, you might not remember them that well. You're just a kid. So, I'm guessing you feel more comfortable with them when you see them multiple times in a short amount of time. Thanks Nayashin TV for watching. Jean is here. Or Jean. Jean or Jean. Kisei says, if I ever get vaccinated, I'm flying to see my mom ASAP. Are there vaccines not offered where you are? Where are you, in the Netherlands, Kisei? I can't remember. I feel like maybe you're in the Netherlands. I'd love to visit Nigeria. That's where Kisei is from. I'd love to visit there. Rick Hoppy. Rick just got here. Rick just got here at 1:30 a.m. our time, my time. Well, Rick is in California. Glad you made it for some of the stream. No, FX COD, I've asked people about YouTube memberships. The audience doesn't really like the idea of it. That's where you can like sell memberships and then people get a special badge if they like donate every month or whatever. But I think that whenever I've brought it up with the audience, they don't really want it. I think it's kind of nice not to have it because then it doesn't like separate people. I think for some channels it's really great, but for mine it just seems like there's not really the demand for it. There is this thing called applauding, which I don't believe we have on my channel yet. And I don't believe it's on Agenda Free TV yet. That's kind of neat. What applauding is so, you know, like you can make a donation during the live stream on YouTube, a super chat donation, but you can't make a donation on YouTube if you're watching the replay. But with some channels, they started this thing called applause, which is you can watch the replay of a stream, or you can watch just any video posted non-live, and you can actually donate during the video. But I don't believe that's been enabled on any of my channels. But that's kind of nice, just in case somebody likes your stream and they want to support it and they're not watching it live. It's kind of a cool thing. I don't think, where's the chat here? Hold on. Now, is the chat not working? Hold on a second. See, I just went, this stinks. I just went to, why is the chat not showing up? What's going on? I just went to the Mars helicopter stream and I don't see the live chat. Why is there no live chat replay on my iPad? Maybe I'm not doing this right. What am I doing wrong? I'm looking at on my, oh, maybe on iPad, is there no live chat replay for streams? Can anyone look at their computer? Go to your computer and call up the last couple of streams on Agenda Free TV, Mars Helicopter and Dogecoin price rise, and see if you can see the live chat replay. I think it might be the case that on iPad you can't do live. You know what I can do? I bet I can do it. I bet I can go to it on my web browser. I think on the app. I think it's a weird thing where it's on the app. On iPad, like there's no live chat replay. Let's see. Yes, it's there. So if I watch the streams in my browser on my iPad, I see the live chat replay. If I watch it on my iPad app, I don't see the live chat replay. It's an iPad app issue. It's weird. Because I do see it there. Okay. Yeah, it's there. But I don't have there's no applaud option. Unfortunately. Yeah, you have to be invited by YouTube. As of last year, you had to be invited by YouTube to have the clap option or applaud option. Mashable had an article about it from 2 months ago. It's currently being tested and will roll out broadly to creators later this year. That's according to Mashable. Okay. Anyways, sorry for that. That was just kind of a distraction. Yeah, Chris Lund says maybe he will get when you get your YouTube your partner manager. I got an email 2 months ago from YouTube saying, "Hey, Agenda Free TV, you are eligible for a partner manager. It's an actual human being you can talk to and ask questions to at YouTube. So send in your application because it starts in April." Well, I sent my application in right away, and I still to this day have never heard back from them. Nothing. Tube Seller, if the super chat is not working for you, could you please send feedback to YouTube? I know it's been working for some people, but if it's not working for you, please send feedback to YouTube about that. Fahrenheit 451 came by. Thank you for telling me your live chat was working on your Android app. Many people said that. Or your Android phone. And Walter is here. GK says, I think PewDiePie has the applaud feature on his channel. FX Cod says, I'd love to be a member, but I can understand people's opinions. Yeah, I hope, there's you guys who watch me here, that I've been visiting family. There's probably some people who don't watch this channel who watch Agenda Free TV who are like, why has there been no news broadcast? But what can I do? I never announced on Agenda Free TV that I was going to visit my family. Kisei says, I've only seen applaud on one channel so far, and it's not that big of a channel. Tube Seller says, I wish you could take Bitcoin donations. I think you can donate through Bitcoin because we have a PayPal donation option, which is, the other way you can donate is at Lookner.net. And if you go to Lookner.net, it's done through PayPal. And I believe PayPal does accept Bitcoin donations, but you have to set it up through PayPal. A crossover episode, Catawin. That's crazy. Hang on one sec. All right, we'll go a few more minutes here. Chris is going to donate his 20 Dogecoin. GK, if you have ideas, message me on Twitter. That's the best place to reach me. What's in my mom's refrigerator? Fruit, vegetables, eggs, milk. Pretty normal stuff. Jake bought some Dogecoin today. I never signed up for Robinhood. I never signed up to buy $1 worth of Dogecoin or whatever. I'm going to Orlando. I'm going back to Orlando on Thursday. And then I go back to Orlando on Thursday, and then about a month later, I come back. I'm going to be here again at the end of May for a family event at the end of May. Usually I don't go back home twice so rapidly, but there's a big family event at the end of May. Does my sticker button work? What do you mean? If there's a problem with the button, Tyson, you should tell YouTube. Say, go to send feedback. That'd be great. Free Relationship says my brother had 1,000 Bitcoin when he passed away, and we found the codes to redeem them. Is that true? That'd be worth a lot of money. That would be, well, it depends on when it was. Now 1,000 Bitcoins now would be worth, if it was today, it'd be worth what, $50 million? So yeah, I thank you, Edward Kim. I trimmed my hair a little bit more. I trimmed it a little bit more off the top. It's just not that, it's not that long right now. Hey, thanks, the best you can do. Thank you, the best you can do. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Very nice of you. So who knows if we'll... Oh, Bipin from India is watching. Thank you for watching, Bipin from India. Sarah Joy says, don't let the pressure get to you. Leave your hair alone. What are my plans for tomorrow? I don't know yet. I got to see if I'm going to hang out with one of my brothers or not. I mean, if I'm not hanging out with my brothers, I'm hanging out with my mom. So I don't really... It's actually good because I've been so busy. I don't have like a set thing I have to do tomorrow. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. Oh, I think tomorrow night I'm going to go out with my mom because we went last week to this restaurant where she has a lot of friends and she hadn't been there since before the pandemic. Oops, hold on. I got to plug in the phone. So we went to this restaurant last weekend, or a few days ago, where she hadn't been since before the pandemic. She used to go there with my dad a lot. So I went with her. So I think we might try to do that tomorrow because I think she'd like to go back there. So maybe tomorrow night we'll do that. I mean, it's not like maybe take a couple hours or whatever. But it's good for her. I like seeing the people there too because I know them too. Yeah, Kisei, the news came out that I know in the EU, if you're from the US, you can visit there over the summer if you're fully vaccinated. I don't know where your mom is coming from, but maybe if she's vaccinated, she can visit. Kisei says is very happy because her mom can visit her in the EU. That's awesome. Good to hear that, Kisei. Bipin says, what is the virus situation here? In the U.S., I mean, we've been lucky. We've had a lot of people, everybody, any adult can get a vaccine who wants one right now. So things are getting better here. Still plenty of people are getting it, but they're getting better because a lot of people have been vaccinated. But I know it's very serious in India. So we were talking about this earlier. We all wish the people in India well. Okay, we'll go like 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to try to go to bed. Can we go 15 minutes to push to the 2-hour mark? I didn't even realize we've been on that long. We'll go a couple more minutes. Well, I don't know exactly how long. I don't know, Kathy Calm, how many people are not showing for the second shot. I mean, at any one time there might be people who haven't gone, but maybe they'll go after. So I haven't heard firm numbers on. I haven't heard that being like a huge deal so far. I think the bigger deal is people just not getting them. But I'll have to look into it. Oh. Yeah, we've been on longer than I thought we had tonight. I didn't realize we'd been on so long. Alyana, haven't you said bye multiple times? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Oh, Alyana was saying bye to somebody else, I think. I think Alyana was talking to a couple different people. I take it back, Alyana. I take it back. Flamingo Girl is watching too. Flamingo Girl. Maybe he's in the Lurkers Lounge. MJD says there were restaurant tables in the street in San Francisco. In my hometown, in Massachusetts, not just my hometown, they do a thing in some places where they put tables on the street, and then they'll have literally concrete barriers. So the city will put concrete barriers so like restaurants can put some tables on the street. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys all have a good week. Thank you, Bipin. Yeah, Boston right now, though, there's a lot of buds. Boston looks very different, as do many cities, when the leaves are on the trees. I mean, Atlanta does too. But Boston right now, a lot of the trees have the buds on them. So, what is it, a couple weeks or whatever that they'll have leaves. It looks so much prettier and nicer when there's leaves on all the trees. In Florida, that you don't have that issue. So it'll look much different here when there's. I mean, especially even when I come back in May, it just looks so much different when all the leaves are on the trees. Alexander is watching. Da Tricky Panda. Oh my gosh. Kisei stayed in a nice hotel in Newton. Maybe the Marriott? Sarah says I should go to bed. No, I'm going to bed very soon. Very soon. We're going to wrap this up in a minute. Then I'm going to go to bed. That's my plan. No, Newton is lovely. I grew up in Newton. It was Hotel Indigo. I've never heard of that, Kisei. I've never heard of Hotel Indigo. There's a Hotel Indigo in, hold on. I don't know. I think I know where it might be. I think. Anyways. All right. Guys, I'm sorry. I think it's time. I think it's time to wrap this up. I think it's time we have to start wrapping this up. What can I say? Yes. Kisei, that's the one I was looking at. I haven't been by there in a while, though. So I think, guys, we are going to wrap up this live stream. But I appreciate you joining me for this. Again, I have a few more days here. I'll be focusing on family stuff, but who knows? We may be doing some kind of news coverage. But I so much appreciate you joining for this stream. Excuse me, I really appreciate Sarah Joy and Lizzie moderating. Thank you, Sarah Joy and Lizzie. And all of you guys for watching and chatting, and all the lurkers too. So people like, for the other half of the sky, Bipin, GK, Astrojosh, Kisei, Aries, Pyork, Madison G, Melissa McQueen, Arizona Jumper, Fahrenheit 451, Amy Williams, Edward Kim, Sarah, different Sarah. I think it's British Sarah. I am tired. Oh my gosh. Rick Hoppy, 12 Tree. The Tricky Panda. Kangaroo Island TV, Stan. I got to show your paper tomorrow to my mom. It's going to be on my to-do list. Brainy Janie. Julia Huft. Oh. Chris Lund. Thank you, Chris. Edward Kim. Now the dog is sleeping, so no walk right now for the dog. When he was younger, I used to walk him in the middle of the night, but I think now he just wants his sleep. Melissa McQueen. Thanks to everybody who donated too. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Bipin, I'm so glad you liked the broadcast. Hey, remember the Discord. You guys can chat with other viewers in the Discord when we're not on the air. So check out the Discord. The Nightbot will post the Discord in shortly. Richard Williams. Thanks for watching. Fahrenheit 451. Alexander. Must go to bed soon. Oh, the princess. Yes, tired. Very appropriate sticker from the princess. Thank you, the princess. All right. The best you can do. Thank you for watching. Research account. Thank you for watching. Juliana Wright. Home economy. Home economy. Home economy. Home economy was watching. Home economy. Edward Kim. Oh. I am really tired. I am tired. Oh. Homakanane says, thanks, host. All right, guys. I am wrapping this up. Thanks so much for joining me for this very late night live stream. We will have more streams to come. I hope you have a good start to your week, everyone. And we're going to see you soon. All right, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks again for our moderators. Thanks, moderators. Lizzie, Sarah Joy, thank you. Great seeing you, Sharon Heberling. Hope Sharon Heberling feels better. Salon Girl came by. Margot 1 was lurking. Thank you for watching. All right, guys. That is it. Wrapping it up. Tyson, thanks for watching too. That is it. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Thanks for watching, and have a great start to your week, and we'll see you very, very soon.